What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Misplayed Magic, where I like to draft with a challenge. For today's challenge, I'm going to be a bonus baller, meaning that we have to pick every single card we see from the bonus sheet, which is all those horrible lands. Hopefully we can get some wins here today. Let's jump into it. In our first pack, okay, there's no bonus sheet cards. No bonus sheet cards. We're totally fine. We can draft what we want here, which is awesome. What's not awesome is our rares are not great. Breeding Pool's fine. I think it's okay to have a land like that in your deck. Loading Zone is not good. I don't think we're going to be doing the counters thing like that here today. So I'm looking at a couple other cards. Cerebral Download's interesting, but probably not the first blue card you want to pick. Cryo Shatters, I like that as a pretty good removal effect. Harmonious Grove Strider is decent. I'm really between those three. The Harrier is good if we wanted to go like super aggro, maybe, but it's not that fantastic and just like a normal Magic deck. I think I'm going to go really safe here and just take the Harmonious Grove Strider. It's nothing spectacular, but I don't think we're passing all that good of green cards. I think the person we're passing to might take some blue cards out of here. I probably would. But they also might be a red drafter, might take a Van Harrier. I'm going to go with the Harmonious Grove Strider as a totally fine start to our drafter today. Moving on now into our pack 1, pick 2. There are no bonus sheet cards here. No bonus sheet cards. I'm going to go with the Close Encounter. I'm going to try to make the Harmonious Grove Strider work. I do like the Vocalist a lot. It can be fun if you have a lot of those interest triggers. But I'm just going to go with the Close Encounter. I think it's just the strongest card in the pack for us. And I do think the Grove Strider is decent enough. The Vanguard's okay. Sinuses is actually pretty strong. Tenderfoot's fine. But yeah, I think Close Encounter is a really solid follow-up in our deck here. And wow, we have some meme potential here. Wow, this is a pretty good pack. We have not seen any of the bonus sheet lands yet, which I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. That's fine. Dawnsire is not good. I wish it was. It's not, but it's kind of fun. Problem is, stationing for 10 is a ton, and it still doesn't turn into a 2020, but it's just so funny. I'm probably going to take an Edge Rover here. I think that definitely makes the most sense for us. It's a really, really strong one-drop, one that I think we're happy to have in our deck. But Diplomatic Relations is really solid. So is Pinnacle Killship. And Orbital Plunge is really strong as well. But I think we just got a removal effect. I'm going to go with the Edge Rover here as a really solid start to our curve. Continue now into our pack 1, pick 4. Maybe red is somewhat open. So Terminal Velocity is not good. It is really fun, though. Maybe we go Terrapact Intimidator. So I think here I'm probably going to go with the Terrapact Intimidator. Maybe we'll get a good Gruul-looking deck here. I think this card there being this late is pretty solid. Station Monitor is pretty late as well, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, I think we should go with the Intimidator. I don't really want a Shattered Wings. Command Bridge, maybe. I also do like the Mono Circuit Feeder. We had a green-black deck last time. Golgari was fine, but I think I'm going to go with the Intimidator here to start. Hopping on out into our pack 1, pick 5. No green cards is certainly noteworthy. Certainly noteworthy. So we got an Intimidator on that last pack, so I'm going to go with an Orbital Plunge here as a really strong rule effect. But 0 green cards in the pack is bad. Is really bad. You know, I actually don't hate a Cavern Harrier here. We have not seen one of the bonus sheet cards either, which is kind of crazy. Why do I speak? Why do I ever speak? Give me the Scavenger Grounds. We can add a colorless, and then we can sacrifice a desert and exile all graveyards. That is bad, but we're going to pick it here. We're going to pick it up here. We have to take every bonus sheet card. Cop Landscaper is great. Okay, so maybe red is sort of where we're supposed to be. That's a late Cryo Shatter. Let's take that here. I actually don't mind that at all. We might be moving out of blue. Volgar Trooper's okay. I don't love it, but it's not the worst card. Lovesucker Ardent is fine as well. Maybe we'll move into like an Is It deck. I just don't know that the green is going to be there after us getting completely cut off from green in that first pack. Here, do we take a Terminal Velocity? I'm doing it. I'm taking it for the gems and also because it'd be hilarious if we actually made this card work. I don't think we're going to. I don't think it's good. Full Bore is definitely a card. Hopping into our pack 2, pick 1. There are no bonus sheet cards.
Really?
Okay, I think I'm going to fight our person we're passing to for green. I think I've kind of made the decision that I'm going to fight him. Because Mightform Harmonizer is really good. I think there's been several challenges on the video where I've said, you know what, I'd love to have Mightform Harmonizer, but I can't take it. Today, I'm going to take it. We are going to take it. Maybe a Nebula Dragon is smarter, but I'm really excited to try out the Mightform Harmonizer here, and we're going to just fight our opponent and try and draft a good-looking Gruul deck here. Hopping into our pack 2, pick 2. The Sea Chip Impact is pretty decent. I do like the Edge Rover, so we're probably not going to play the full bore. I don't think we're going to play a Kavarian Harrier. We might. It is just a 1 mana 2/1, which is not bad. So do we go another Edge Rover, maybe a Thallbringer, Sea Chip Impact, or an Ice Cave Crasher? Lots of really good options here. I even like the Scrapper as well, but I'm going to go with an Edge Rover. I think that card is going to be really good for us. And here, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
Can we live the dream? Tanuke is great. So I think the person we're passing to is taking all the green cards. I think where we're getting passed from is not in red-green at all, if I had to guess. Could be wrong. Hopping into our pack 2, pick 4. And, you know, maybe I spoke too soon. There's nothing here for us that's all that good. Nothing is all that good. I'm going to take a Wormhole Sweeper just to fill out our curve. I think it's a totally fine 2-drop. It's not great, but if we don't have any later, it's going to be bad. I don't really want the Engineer. I don't really want the Servanda. We're going to take a Wormhole Sweeper and hope that was just a weak pack. Continuing through now into our pack 2, pick number 5. It's either a Fungal Colossus, an Ice Cave Crasher, or a Command Bridge. Let's go with the Ice Cave Crasher. And we have not seen many cards off the bonus sheet, which is fantastic news for us. Pack 2, pick 6, we'll take a Biosynthetic Burst as a totally fine interactive spell. Don't really want the Ruinous Rampage or the Drill Too Deep. And we're just fighting for every red and green card we can get here. Lash Rip Predator is solid. I think we have a really, really solid start to a deck here. We've already got 18 playable cards and a Terminal Velocity. So I think we're okay, just sort of fighting for green here. Frontline War Rager is fine. Melt Strider's gear is really bad. So we'll take the Frontline War Rager, but it's not fantastic. Hopping into our pack 2, pick 9. And here's where I think there's a chance we might consider playing a Teamer deck and trying to splash blue. We've got an Ulthro Scan Ship now and a Cryo Shatter, which are both interesting. Here, Sea Chip Impact is solid. So is the Thallbringer, though. I'm going to go with the Sea Chip Impact. It's just like a solid removal effect. We're a little bit light on those. Here we'll take a Wormhole Sweeper. That could have been wrong, but it was a really, really quick pick. We do definitely need some more 3-drop creatures, but hopefully we can pick those up in this last pack. And hopping into our last pack, we have no bonus sheet cards again. Do we go crazy and take the Cosmogrand Zenith? Boy, does it not fit in our deck right now. It does not fit in our deck at all. We could go Molecular Modifier, which is actually kind of fun. I haven't drafted this card a ton on the channel. It's not spectacular, but I think we might get into a situation where we actually have some pretty good attacks if we take a card like that. I like it more than the Eulogist and more than the Thallbringer. You know, I can see a world where you guys want me to take the Cosmogrand Zenith, but I'm going to go a little bit more responsible, a little bit more safe. We're going to take a Molecular Modifier here and just shore up our curve. We're going to make sure we have enough 3s here today. Hopping on out into our pack 3, pick 2. There are no more bonus sheet cards. I'm surprised. I feel like I've had drafts where I've seen a million of those. We're just going to pick up a Larval Scoutlander. This card is great. Is fantastic. Really, really solid 3-drop creature, spacecraft. The Cosmogoyf is returning. We almost picked it in our last draft, but we're not going to pick that here. Now, I think I'm probably just going to go with a Cut Propulsion. I think this is a really solid removal effect. I like it more than the Kavarian Turbo Drone or the Blooming Stinger. We've got enough Wormhole Sweepers as it is. Very excited to pick up a Cut Propulsion here. Continuing through now into our pack 3, pick number 4. So I'm going to start laying out just our creature curve. And you all can tell we're super light on 2-drop creatures. So as much as I think a Kavarian Memorial World could be fun, I'm going to go with a Zookeeper Mech in here, just to shore up our curve as much as we can. We have things we want to ramp into, and I don't feel like we needed to take the land or another Kov Landseeker. Now we're going to take another Tanuke. Our curve is getting a little bit high. Hopping on out into our pack 3, pick 6. You know, it's not fantastic. Let me take is it a Fungal Colossus? It might be. Problem is we only have 2 lands, so it's only going to be cast for 5. I'm going to go with a Chrome Companion here and go extremely safe. But I don't think we're going to end up playing that here. Hopping out into our pack 3, pick 7. Do we take a Territorial Bruntar? So we're not going to play the Terminal Velocity. I think it actually probably is the Bruntar, just so that we have a top end that we feel decent about. Another Kov Landseeker would be good, but we have a lot of 4s that we like. Ardent's okay. Yeah, let's go with the Territorial Bruntar here as a solid top end. Now, we have to take the reflecting pool. Did I miss this? No, I didn't. Add 1 mana of any type that a land you control could produce. Okay. We're taking the reflecting pool. Maybe we'll play the reflecting pool. Maybe I'll make us play our crappy lands. Because I only drafted 2 the entire time, which is insane. Now we'll take a Slag Drill Scrapper. We might end up playing it. I don't know. We'll take a Kavarian Skywarden. It's not fantastic. Turbo Drone is not good either. Cobb Landseeker Lady is great. We might actually end up playing that. We'll see. And that's the deck we're rocking with today. It looks decent. All right, so here's the deck we're going to be rocking with today. I feel bad the challenge wasn't that much of a challenge. So we're going to play the Scavenger Grounds, and we're going to play the Reflecting Pool and our final deck, both of which are bad. But we only saw 2 the entire time. This deck is pretty solid. Maybe I would have liked to have some better 2-drops and some Wormwall Sweepers, but I think this deck looks really good. Doesn't have a super great top end, but we have a lot of good synergies, a lot of landfall things. I'm hopeful we can get some wins here today. Now's a great time to remind you that I'm doing giveaways based on how I draft. You'll see up on the screen here if I flop, if I fail and get 0 wins in this draft, I'm giving away a collector booster pack to one of you, all the way down to if I get 7 wins, I'm giving away a draft. All you have to claim this is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below on how you think I did. Let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, jumping into this first game, I do think this is a keep. Volgar Trooper is fine. We'll start by playing an Edge Rover. Just block their Gene Pollinator. But Gene Pollinator is a good start. Hopefully with our Wormwall Sweeper, we can go get some mountains so we can sort of unlock our hand here. Intrepid Tenderfoot is good. I will say, too, I think we're somewhat okay trading our Edge Rover with their Intrepid Tenderfoot. Oh, never mind. We drew a mountain. So maybe now we won't. So let's just play a Wormwall Sweeper. We'll Surveil 2. You know, I don't think we want either of these. I think we're going to draw more lands, and we've got to where now we can cast the Orbital Plunge, which probably will help us, will allow us to make a lander. Do we station with the Edge Rover here? Probably not. I think I would rather just block and keep our life total high. I think our top end is decent, and we might be able to cast a really cheap Lashwhip Predator next turn. Yeah, so we can just cast this for 4. Not next turn, but the turn after. Which feels pretty good. Geez, they have a removal spell too. Oh, Honor is really solid. Okay. New plan, stay alive. So we're going to probably try and block something with our Edge Rover. We also might just keep it alive and then play a Lashwhip Predator. We might be taking a bit of a hit here. We might be taking 8. But the Predator for 4 is not bad, and hopefully that can just hold them up for a second. If they do have a removal effect in hand, we're about to get smoked. Okay, so let's just take 6. I don't know why you don't do that pre-combat if you're going to do it post-combat. You might as well have just attacked for 9. But that's okay. Alright, so we are going to play our Lashwhip Predator, and we're going to hope we can just hold up their front for a second here. I'm not going to be stationing yet with the Wormwall Sweeper. We might play the Cobb Landseeker next turn and station that way. We also could do the Volgar Trooper thing eventually. If they have a removal effect here, it's dicey. Yikes! So... okay. Is it chump blocking time? Yeah, it is. We can't take 9. That's too many to take. So, we're going to go... I think we have to just go Orbital Plunge on the Elfate Stalker. Larval Scout Lander is interesting. We could also go Volgar Trooper, which would be something. I think I have to go Orbital Plunge and take out the Elfate Stalker and get our Lashwhip Predator back. And we just hope. We hope we can hold up here. Maybe. No! Pinnacle Kill Ship 2! Oh, man. Oh, man. And we are down to 1. Yikes. Big yikes. Solid start from our opponent. We can't quite... we're really close to being able to do things here, but we just kind of can't. Like a Cov Landseeker plus a close encounter gets us somewhat close, but we go down. We're quickly, very quick game. We're very quickly 0-1. Okay, our opponent goes first here, but this is really good for us. We can go Cavern Harrier into a Tanuk Memorial Ensign, and then hopefully we can make some landers and start to draw some cards with that. Our opponent went down to 6. Ooh, Terror Pact Intimidator is crazy. So now we can go Intimidator into Tanuk, which is really strong. Starfighter Pilot is totally fine. I think we are okay with the trade here. So let's start by attacking. I am not going to pay the 2 here. And then we will just play a Terror Pact Intimidator. We'll see. I want them to let us make some landers here. They're not going to. They're going to let us make a 4-3. They might have a removal effect for our Terror Pact Intimidator. Yep. Save the Bombard, and then they can attack with their Starfighter Pilot is good. Maybe attacking with a Harrier was a little bit too aggressive. But I don't think it was. So here we will just attack again. I'm not going to pay. I really do want to get our Tanuk online. I think it does a good job of blocking the Starfighter Pilot. And then next turn we can make a lander and hopefully crack that the turn after. Vanishing Light is good. Is good. Our opponent is got some good removal effects for sure. We're just going to keep attacking them with a Cavern Harrier and not paying the 2. But we've got them down to 14, which is not nothing. We're going to play a 4-3 with Menace. Can they remove that? Probably. Melded Moxite. Okay. Robe of Stars is cool. Do we just go super aggressive here? We can go close encounter, taking out their Starfighter Pilot. Yeah, let's go aggressive here. So I'm gonna close encounter the Starfighter Pilot with our Cov Landseeker. And then we are just going to attack everywhere. It will do 8 points of damage. We are going to finally pay the 2 and make a 2-2. We'll get our opponent down to 6. We lose our lander, but we can make another one with another Orbital Plunge. And because we have the Orbital Plunge in hand, I just think if we can kill whatever they play here and then attack again, do the same thing, they're dead. Some quick games here to start, hopefully. Helia Guided by Light is good. And we are just going to Orbital Plunge that. Oh, but we can't, we don't quite have lethal. We are still going to do that. So we're going to take out their Helia Guided by Light. We're going to attack for 6. And then we'll just play an Edge Rover, which is also a fantastic draw. This has got to be enough, right? Don't have a board clear. All Fate Stalker is good, but it's not enough. Not enough, and we get there in this second one. We are fighting back. We are now 1-1 on the day. I think this deck is solid. I think this deck can potentially go for a run here. Hopefully, eventually giving away a draft to one of you. All right, opponent goes first here. We're keeping this again. Edge Rover into Terror Pact Intimidator is not a bad start at all. So we are going to do exactly that. I don't really mind drawing a land there. I don't think it's bad. Hopefully our Wormhole Sweeper can help us find some more action. Eumidian Terrabotanist is a solid front up to our Edge Rover. We're just going to go with the Terror Pact Intimidator here. And then next turn we'll play the Wormhole Sweeper. And then we are not going to be attacking. I would assume this again means they probably have a removal effect for our Terror Pact Intimidators. Because they're not afraid of a 4-3. Or maybe they just have another Eumidian Terrabotanist, and they want to gain some life. Here, I do think we're just going to go with the Wormhole Sweeper. And I'm going to go ahead and just station it with the Terror Pact Intimidator. Ooh, ooh. Whew. Both of these are great. Let's keep both of them. Yeah. Wow. Heat on the top of our library. So we're going to station with our Terror Pact Intimidator now. And then we're going to start attacking with our Wormhole Sweeper. They've got a really good defensive front up. 2/2/3s is solid, and the potential to just gain some life is good. But then next turn, we can start to ramp a little bit with the Larval Scout Lander into a Harmonious Growth Strider eventually. Honor is solid. Did they pull a land? Oh, and they drew a land. Very nicely done. So they have 3 action cards in their hand. That is a good thing for us to know. So I'm going to go land. Do we go? I think we probably ramp into the Grove Strider. We also could just play the Cov Landseeker and then play the Grove Strider next turn. And the Cov Landseeker does block the Midian Terrabotanist well. But we could have the Larval Scoutlander online next turn. So we'd be attacking for... Yeah, let's do that. So let's attack with the Wormhole Sweeper. I'm going to play the Larval Scoutlander here. We're going to get rid of our forest. And we're going to go get a mountain in a forest. And this way we can... We're going to end our turn there. They're going to gain some more life. Vanishing Light is good. I assume they're going to take our Larval Scoutlander. They're not. Okay, so they're going to get a little bit aggressive here attacking us. I think we're probably going to take 5. Why would you not attack with the Terrabotanist? Okay. That's fine. We'll take 3. Caveran Harrier is not a bad pull at all. So let's play the Harmonious Grove Strider. And let's play the Caveran Harrier. And then let's station with the... I think I'm just going to station with the Harrier here. And we're going to hold up the Grove Strider so that we don't get counterattacked, killed. And we'll end our turn there. Hopefully our Grove Strider can hold for a second. They're getting so much life from the Midian Terrabotanists. That would have been a really, really solid inclusion in our deck, too, with all the landfall we have going on. And then the goal is next turn we can play the Landseeker. We can station with the Landseeker and the Harrier and get our Larval Scoutlander online and try to just win through the skies. Diadrin is super solid. Super, super solid. Tanuk is interesting. I think we stick to our previous plan here. And we're going to go station... Station. And then we're going to attack with a 2-2 and a 3-3. And then I'm going to leave up our lander here. We're going to end our turn. If they try and attack us with the Diadrin, we can block with the Grove Strider. And then we can... Intrepid Tenderfoot is fine. And then we can go fetch a land with our lander. And then if not, if we draw a land next turn... Interesting. I think we get to just eat their Diadrin here. I think this is a pretty big misplay on our opponent's part. And then we'll crack our lander. Did we get them? I think we did. Oh my goodness, that was massive. Absolutely massive. So, wow, we have options now. I think we're going to start to get a little bit aggressive on our opponent. So I'm going to attack like this. And then we're just going to play our Zookeeper Mechan and our Tanuk. And what's nice is we can start giving our flyers +4, +0. That was a huge turn for us. I'm really glad that I did not end up cracking that lander. And we were able to kind of catch our opponent there. Or maybe they just have a board clear and we're totally exposed now. Vanishing Light is solid. They are going to take the Grove Strider here, which is really good. Another Tanuk is probably not great. So let's go ahead and give one of our flyers +4, +0. And then if we swing out, we just win. So I'm going to do exactly that. And we get there again. All right, we are 2-1. We are scrapping. We are rallying back. All right, we go first here. My goodness, I forgot we had the Scavenger Grounds in the deck. We're keeping this. We're keeping this. This is dicey. This is why you probably shouldn't play the Scavenger Grounds. We've got a lot of double green in our deck and a red. So this is either a mountain or a forest. It's pretty good. Okay, we're totally fine. So let's play the Scavenger Grounds. Let's attack. And then let's play a Wormhole Sweeper. Wormhole Sweeper with the Might Form Harmonizer can actually be pretty solid. Okay, so that's great. Let's just keep that as is. Wow, that's really good. Hopefully our opponent plays a bunch of creatures too, and our Lash Whip Predator we can cast for a cheaper cost. Cryogene Relic is good. We will take one. Now I do think I'm interested to just get the Might Form Harmonizer on... I'm sorry, the Molecular Modifier online. And then let's go ahead and let's go double station here, and we'll attack for 3 in the skies. And then next turn, we'll probably just play the Might Form Harmonizer. Because we can't play the Lash Whip Predator. I don't think we want to Orbital Plunge a Hemosymbic Might. But getting that lander will be pretty nice in later turns with the Might Form Harmonizer. Ulthros Psionicist is good. It will attack us for 1. Alright. Do we Orbital Plunge their Ulthros Psionicist? I actually think we do. I'm going to do that. Just because they can have some really crazy turns with that. I think that's going to really do a good job of slowing our opponent down. And we're still going to be attacking for 7 here. And then next turn we can play the Might Form Harmonizer. Maybe if we draw a lane, we can make the Wormhole Sweeper into a 4-2. Intrepid Tenderfoot's good. We almost can cast the Lash Whip Predator as well if they play another creature here. I assume they're just going to stun something we have. They might stun the Wormhole Sweeper. Alright, so let's go Might Form Harmonizer. If they counter it, they counter it. Ooh, I guess we could warp it. Nah, let's just play it. If they counter it, they counter it. And good on them. Okay, they don't. So now we'll play a land. Let's give our Wormhole Sweeper +2/+0. And then let's just attack everywhere. Totally fine with an Edge Rover trade. I assume they have something here. Yeah, Close Encounter is solid. They still can't block our Molecular Modifier really well. We will also make a lander there, which is really nice. Fungal Colossus is decent. Wow, Tanuke is a crazy draw. So let's go Tanuke. Let's crack a lander. Let's go and get a forest. Let's give the Molecular Modifier the +2/+0. We're going to give it +1/+0 in first strike. And then we're going to attack with that. Yeah, we're just going to attack with that. And they're going to probably block with the Hemosymbic Might. Then next one we can play the Lash Whip Predator. We can, if we draw a lane, we can draw a card with the Tanuke. We hopefully can just kind of whittle them down with the Tanuke. So I like our spot here. Thawbringer is decent. Into a Gene Pollinator. They are going to stun our Molecular Modifier and draw another card, which is good. They are rallying back here for sure. Zookeeper Mechan is interesting. So let's go to combat. Let's just attack with the Might Form Harmonizer. And what's nice is we have the land in our back pocket here, the lander. So they're just going to lose their Gene Pollinator. And then we're just going to play a... Oh, I should have done that before. I didn't think through that. I did not think through that. We're still going to just play a Lash Whip Predator. Having a 5/7 feels really good here. Galactic Wayfarer is good. All right, and we get there again. We're 3-1. All right, opponent goes first here. This is totally fine. We can play a Molecular Modifier on 3. I think drawing a land is really not that bad. So we can go Modifier into Landseeker or Might Form Harmonizer here. Opponent's got a Night Luminary, so make it a 1/1 token. All right. We've got a Scavenger Grounds. Fire me up. All right. We're not gonna play it yet. I guess we can play it next turn. It doesn't super matter. We're just gonna make sure we play both of our forests for our Might Form Harmonizer. We will take one here. Our opponent, mono white deck, maybe. Or maybe they're missing their second color. Into another Night Luminary is It's honestly, it's not bad. I mean, they're gonna get to play both of those. Reflecting Pool is also not great. We are gonna go Molecular Modifier here. Does do a good job of blocking the tokens. And the next turn, I think we'll just go Covland Seeker. We do have both of our bonus sheet cards are going to be on the battlefield. Somewhat exciting. Left Blade Enhancer is super solid. We'll see if our opponent has a land too. If they don't, that would be good for us. Okay, so now I think we go... Let's go Covland Seeker. And my thought behind this is that next turn... we can play the, and we are going to start attacking, we can play the Mightform Harmonizer, and we can play a land to make the Cobb Land Seeker into an 8-3. Let's just, they probably have a Focus Fire. Alright, I'll bite. Because Focus Fire would get us on the attack as well. That's why I'm not worried about it, because we would have just attacked with the Cobb Land Seeker. They would have just saved it for then. Oh, they do have a Swamp as well. Alright, so we made it so they can't play their Night Luminaries. That's actually not terrible. Beamsaw Prospector is totally fine. So here, I think we do probably go Mightform Harmonizer. We'll go land. We'll make the Molecular Modifier into a 4-2, and then we'll attack with a 5-2 with First Strike. It's not awful. And then we'll just play out an Edge Rover as well. Totally fine trading and making a lander there. Would go well with the Mightform Harmonizer. Problem is our opponent has got blockers for days with the Night Luminaries. Oh, Banishing Light's really good. Yeah. Our opponent's got a good deck over there. They're doing the thing. I think we're fine with a trade-off here. And we will make a lander. But we're in a bit of a tough spot here, just with all the warped cards they have that they still can play. Land is not super helpful. So we can go... Yeah, we're in a bit of a tough spot here. That Vanishing Light was really, really strong. Do we continue attacking? Probably. We'll get our opponent down to 9. We're also at 9. And we'll just end our turn there. We still got the Orbital Plunge, which is okay. But our opponent has just so much action in Exile right now that we don't. Decode Transmissions is good. They're going down to 7, though. So we need to draw a flyer. If we draw a flyer, we have a legitimate chance. Because we can Zookeeper Mechan, give that flyer some sort of boost. Embrace Oblivion is good. Yep. So we'll take 4 here. Yeah, let's go ahead and get a land out of our library. We'll go get a mountain here. We'll take 4. Territorial Bruntar is not bad at all. Absolutely not bad at all. What a pull. If we pull a 2-mana spell here, that would be just the icing on the cake. Tanuki is close. So let's go ahead and give our Molecular Modifier. Do we attack here? Yeah, let's do it. I'm attacking. Oh my goodness. Territorial Bruntar gives us a chance. If they remove it, it's good. It's really solid. We can go Orbital Plunge next turn, and then we can crack a land or maybe pull something else. It also depends on how they attack here. If they attack everywhere, they kind of are vulnerable to a counterattack. Perigee Beckoner is super solid. My goodness, I am super... Oh, gosh. If they have like a Focus Fire or something, it's really bad. There's no way they have a Focus Fire, right? Why would they warp that in? Do they have a Focus Fire in their hand? I'm going to assume they don't, and I kind of want to land her. I don't know. We'll see. Night Luminary's totally fine. Oh, we don't get the lander too. I don't know why I thought that. Oh my gosh, Larval Scoutlander is crazy. So let's just play that. Do we have a chance here? We are going to sacrifice a forest here. We're going to go get a forest and a mountain. We can do this twice. Oh my goodness. These cards are insane. I think I'm just going to go Vault Guard Trooper here. And then we're just going to pass. And then our Wormhole Sweeper could be lethal next turn, is kind of the goal. We'll see what our opponent does here. Could we steal a game? I felt like we were super behind here, and we just had a couple of really, really, really good draws. Really lucky draws. All right, they've got one more card in hand. As of right now, we've got it. All we have to do is station our Larval Scoutlander, put a +1/+0 on it, and we're attacking with the 4/3 in the skies. Perigee Beckoner does not get it done. We have to block that. I mean, let's try. We go down to 3. They make another lander. They make another 1/1. Do we do it? We're going to try. We're going to try. If they have a removal effect, I'm going to cry. We're going to go for it. If this dies, we lose. But if not, we win. Can we win? We're going for it. They have one card in hand. Is it a focus fire? And we get there again! Oh my goodness! We absolutely storm back. We are now 4-1. All right, we go first here. Banger. Absolutely banger opening hand. We don't have a ton of lands. But I think we're probably going to play the Wormhole Sweeper on 2. And then we will go and get some lands. Edge Rover also allows us to draw some. So we're going to start with an Edge Rover. Edge Rover on the play also is just, like, annoying as an opponent. Enough! What did I say? So annoying. Let's attack. We can actually take advantage of this lander first. So I'm totally fine with this. And instead of playing a Wormhole Sweeper, I'm actually going to end our turn there. Really, really strong for us to get 2 landers with our Tanuki as well. Please don't have a counterspell. I'm going to be so sad if they have a counterspell. I hope they don't. We have more double green than double red, so I'm going to take a forest here. Does it feel like they have a counterspell? Maybe. They definitely could. Let's go to Nuke here. Don't have it. Just crack a lander. Okay. Now, do we play a mountain here? Yeah, we do. We do. Because then next turn we can go like Wormhole Sweeper into Siege Ship Impact. We still might draw another land. I thought about saving it so that next turn we can play a land and we can crack a lander, but I think us just adding to the board is going to be a little bit stronger. An Edge Rover trade is crazy. Terrorback Intimidator is good. Let's play that. Let's see what our opponent does. I assume we're getting a 4-3 here, which is not bad. And let's just attack with our Tanuki here. Little Biosynthetic Burst wouldn't hurt anyone. And then we're just going to play a Wormhole Sweeper. I'm actually going to station with our Terrapact Intimidator. Larval Scoutlander's so good! Oh my goodness. I don't care about that land. Larval Scoutlander is so good. So insane. So we have to play that next turn. And we'll get to draw a card with our Tanuki, which is just so strong. Whew. Hopefully they don't counter that. I think if they had a counter, they would have definitely countered the Tanuki. Yeah, Diplomatic Relations is good. Alright, so we don't draw the land. I got excited for nothing. I mean, not nothing, but Pretty much feels like nothing. Blooming Stinger's good. Alright. We are still going to do the thing with the Larval Scoutlander, so I'm going to play that. We're going to get rid of one of our mountains, and we will go get a mountain and a forest. And then I do think we probably just attack with a Wormhole Sweeper, and we're totally fine trading our Intimidator with the Galactic Wayfarer. Our Sea Ship Impact is not great here. Yikes! Xenomorphomago is so good. So, oh, we can't even cut propulsion that. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness me. Let's trade. We'll take 6.
Why? 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 Why?
I think that they are probably going to... Oh, I didn't even think through that. Oh my gosh. I hate Xenomorphomago so much. Why don't I think before I act? So we'll just lose our thing. So I assume they're going to... Oh, that just absolutely killed us. Absolutely killed us. I was thinking Burst still isn't bad here. Yeah. Oh, I can't believe I just fumbled that as badly as I did. Xenomorphomago is so good. So hard to play around. If they don't make the Xenomorphomago into a 6/6, we're also just in a tough spot. I'm trying to think of how we want to not die here. Because we die a tremendous amount of ways. So let's block like this. And hopefully they pump their Xenomorphomago. Let's go Biosynthetic Burst on our Wormhole Sweeper. I don't like this. I don't like the spot we're in here. But I'm hoping that after all this is said and done, they're going to just put the +6, or make the Xenomorphomago into a 6/6, and then we can cut propulsion it. That's sort of my logic here. Diplomatic Relations is super solid. Still hopeful that they make their Xenomorphomago into a 6/6 and we can kill it. Oh, they're not going to! Survey Mechan's good. Yeah, we just lose here. We just got kind of housed there. You know, I don't think I played great. I don't think I played great at all. But Xenomorphomago would have killed us regardless. It's not like the 4-3 we had would have made a difference there, and we go down to a Xenomorphomago again, and we're 4-2. Okay, we go first here. My goodness, it's not great. We have to mulligan this. Oh my goodness, why do we have the Scavenger Grounds in our deck? It's fine. So let's put that back. Let's start by playing an Edge Rover. Eventually we can go Cov Land Seeker. If we trade this off, I'm totally fine making a lander. Ah, Terrorback Intimidator is so good! Right on time again as well. So we'll play that here. We'll see what our opponent does. I wouldn't mind some landers here. At all. Nice. Okay, so next turn we can just attack, crack a lander. Means our opponent probably doesn't have a removal effect or a way to deal with our Terrorback Intimidator. So let's just attack with both of ours. And then we'll just end our turn there. We'll crack a lander on our opponent's turn, and then next turn we can play a Cov Landseeker, maybe a Harmonious Grove Strider. So we'll have to make sure that we go and get a forest here. We also we could Orbital Plunge their Galactic Wayfarer. It's definitely an idea. I think I'm probably just going to play a Cov Landseeker. We'll make another lander, and then we will not attack. We'll end our turn there. I think if we had done the Orbital Plunge, it would have just been a little bit too aggressive. We'll probably find a better threat for this. And just using that early, I would have felt dumb had they just played a huge threat this turn. Cryogen Relic is totally fine. Plus the goal is that we can attack with the Cov Landseeker next turn. Another Cov Landseeker is interesting. So let's attack with this Cov Landseeker. See what our opponent does. So we're going to go down to 10. And then I think we probably just crack a lander. We go and get another forest. And then I'm going to play a Wormhole Sweeper. So maybe we should have played that before we cracked our lander. I didn't really think they had a counterspell there. Oh, because I've done it times where if you do that first and then crack the lander, then you don't actually get to see what you surveilled. It's okay. We're all right. Crowd Shatter's good, by the way. Gene Pollinator also super solid. So now, I think we go other Covland Seeker. Or do we just play the Harmonious Growth Strider? Yeah, let's do that. We should have maybe played against the counter there. I wasn't really thinking through that. And we will not be attacking. And then next turn we can start attacking with the Growth Strider. We might Orbital Plunge the Galactic Wayfarer and attack everywhere. Drix Fate Maker is decent. Yeah, Gene Pollinator was the right call there for sure. So we can go land. And then I do think I'm just going to attack with our Harmonious Growth Strider here. We'll see if we can get our opponent again with the trick of cracking a lander. If they want to block everywhere, I'm also totally fine with that. Yeah, they are just going to chump block, which is great. And then we're just going to play another Covland Seeker. And then we'll crack a lander on our opponent's turn. They also can't stun our Growth Strider right now, which is good. And we'll just end our turn there. Pinnacle Kill Ship. What a good card. Oh, but they can't take out our Harmonious Growth Strider, which is super interesting. Does this not have Ward 2? Oh, they can pay it with a Gene Pollinator. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. But we've got our opponent super close to being dead here with the Orbital Plunge. We draw a Wormhole Sweeper, which is not bad at all. So let's go Orbital Plunge. Let's take out their Galactic Wayfarer. Let's attack everywhere. We'll get our opponent down to 2. And then the goal is we can play a... Well, let's crack a lander first. And the goal is that our Wormhole Sweeper can attack in the sky next turn. We have a lot of ways to do 2 damage here, so I'm hopeful we can do it. Cavern Harrier is not bad. Yeah, let's keep that, just because we can pay and make another creature that's attacking. We'll see what our opponent's got here. Mouth of the Storm is so incredibly good. Oh my goodness. Are we going to lose this game? Oh my goodness. Did they draw Mouth of the Storm, or they have it? Oh, that's so unfortunate. So let's play the Cavern Harrier. So let's station with the Cavern Harrier. We'll end our turn there, and then we have to chump block with the Edge Rover. If they can kill our Edge Rover, I'm gonna be so sad. And we get through again! Oh my goodness, I almost folded that, but we didn't. We didn't. We're 5-2. We're still alive. 2 wins away from a trophy. All right, opponent goes first here. We're definitely keeping this. Edge Rover on 1 is not bad, ever. We do have 2 of them, but we're getting to do that a lot today, which is really nice. Covland Seeker is also not bad, so eventually ramping into a Territorial Bruntar would be nice. Siege Ship Impact has been okay for us. Nothing spectacular so far. We will just attack with our Edge Rover. I like now that we can get to our Covland Seeker, which is nice. We still can Siege Ship Impact something. Depressurize is good. But we can yeah, I like this. I like this. So we can now, we maybe could have Siege Ship impacted their lander token, but that feels crazy. That feels wrong. So let's just go ahead and go get a forest here, which feels fantastic. So now we can play our Cobb Landseeker ahead of schedule. That feels great. So let's do that. Our opponent is also stuck on lands. So they're gonna go get lands. Okay. Okay. So they're not super stuck on lands. So let's play a... Maybe we want to be able to play the Territorial Bruntar next turn. So if we go to combat... We attack for 4. We'll get our opponent down to 14. And then if we play the Larval Scoutlander, and we take out our Lander token, we can play the Bruntar next turn, and then we can play that mountain to go get something out of our library. So let's sacrifice our Lander here. Let's go get a forest and a mountain. And then I'm going to end our turn not playing the land so that we can go Territorial Bruntar and play a land next turn, which feels really strong. We also can station the Larval Scoutlander that way. Perigee Beckoner is not bad. So they're going to turn their Lightless Evangel into a 4-4. Ooh, Gearstorm Titan is good. And Tragic Trajectory. Oh my gosh. Calm down, opponent. Calm down. Okay. Scavenger Grounds. What a pull. So let's play the... Well, I guess maybe we shouldn't have done it like that. Maybe that was wrong. Because now all we can pull is a Kavarian Harrier. Watch us pull the Kavarian Harrier, though. Oh, it would have been so sick. And then I'm not going to be attacking. We'll end our turn there. Dang. The close encounter would have been good, too. Specimen Freighter is really solid. So we'll take 7 here. Uh-oh. All of a sudden, I'm a little bit afraid here. Tanuki is interesting. Sea-Chip Impact can take out their Specimen Freighter. So let's go... Oh, let's not tap like that. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll play a Territorial Bruntar. Let's play a Scavenger Grounds just to see what we pull here. Terrapact Intimidator is interesting. We can't play it because the Scavenger Grounds is terrible. And then we are just going to end our turn there. And then I think the goal is that we can either Biosynthetic Burst or we can Sea-Chip Impact their Specimen Freighter. Depending on what they do. So let's go ahead and block here. And we'll Biosynthetic Burst. They are going to get it back. But I like that we keep our Territorial Bruntar alive. And then we can Sea-Chip Impact on our turn. Their Specimen Freighter. So let's go to Nuke. Are we supposed to attack? Probably not. They can't really attack us with a Specimen Freighter. So we just go Volkar Trooper here. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get the Volkar Trooper online. And then hopefully they don't have an interactive spell. Because if they do, it's going to get pretty dicey. But if they don't, our Bruntar can just block their Specimen Freighter. And we just added a lot of stats to the board. Decode Transmissions could be good. Graph Pack Monoist is totally fine. Okay. So let's think for a second here. So let's go land. Cup Propulsion is crazy. I still think we're going to go Sea-Chip Impact on the Specimen Freighter. And then we can go Orbital Plunge on the Beckoner, I believe, is the best. And then do we just go Cup Propulsion again, or do we crack this Lander? No, let's go Cup Propulsion. Yeah, all right, we get there again. We're 6-2. Can we get a trophy here today? Okay, hopping into this last game. If I win, we get a trophy. If I lose, we don't. But remember, I'm doing a giveaway based on how I draft. So if we get that trophy here today, I'm giving away a draft to one of you. So let's hopefully get it here and jump into it. We go first. We're keeping this. We've got a Terrapact Intimidator into a Molecular Modifier, which is not a bad start. A couple removal interactive effects here. Last Predator was not a bad pull. So let's go with the Terrapact Intimidator first. If we make landers, that would be awesome. That'd be awesome. We don't. We're going to make a 4-3. Our opponent probably has a removal effect for it. Mech and Shield may also make some sense. So now we're just going to go Molecular Modifier. We'll make it so that our Terrapact Intimidator has first strike. We're racking him for 5, potentially. Didn't see that coming. And then we've still got the Biosynthetic Burst if things get crazy. Next turn, Warplate Pangolin is strong. Let's not block. Interesting. So let's go to combat. Let's give the Molecular Modifier the +1/+0 in first strike. And we're going to attack for 7. Which feels like a lot. And then we're going to play a Zookeeper Mechan and probably just hold up a Biosynthetic Burst, if I had to guess. We'll end our turn there. Molecular Modifier doing work. Hopefully it's a quick one here. Cryogen Relic is totally fine. Okay, so they are going to attack us back here. So we have the potential to go crazy here. Let's go. Ooh. Do we keep that alive? I think we do. I think we do. I'm going to go Biosynthetic Burst. Makes it to where they can't attack us this turn. Territorial Gruntar was not bad. Not a bad pull. Let's take out their Warplate Pangolin. We're going for it. We're going very aggressive here. And then I think I'm going to put the +1/+0 on the Zookeeper Mechan, as crazy as that sounds. And then we're just going to attack everywhere. I assume they're going to trade with our Terrapact Intimidator here. Or our Molecular Modifier. We get them down to 2. We get them down to 2. Please, can we punch through this damage? Alfariel is good. If they draw an island, it's solid because they can Cryogen Relic. And we get there again. We get the trophy here today, which means I'm giving away another draft to one of you. All right, so here is the deck that gets it done today. Because I got 7 wins, I'm giving away a draft to one of you. All you have to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below. I'll be reaching out to one of you in the comments, so make sure you're checking back on this video. This deck was awesome. Our challenge was not that much. Not that much, but we played them. We had a really, really good time, a really, really fun deck, and we managed to get that trophy. Thank y'all so much for watching. Until next time.